it seems like you're like, when is the white flag going to fly?
Feels like it's 2-minute lap time. It's not 1 minute, but I bet you never ran off into the asphalt here, though, like I have.
I didn't run into any fans, no.
Here comes Nick Way now. He's the next challenger to Josh Hill. You saw Wyndham go by the 27, the green Kawasaki right there, the Monster Energy back machine. That's the one who's going to go after the San Manuel Yamaha of Hill next.
Well, and Hill's running about a 107 pace, maybe even a 108. His fastest was a 105. So, and everybody that's everybody he's racing with is just a little bit quicker than that. Last time around, Hill was a 110. That's a difficult lap for him. He's going to have to keep it together mentally, because we may talk about being in the lead and having to struggle mentally, what that's all about. This is a different type altogether, because this is the most frustrating type.
And Way's giving him everything he can handle right now.
And in his defense, it was last week, in Atlanta, where he hurt his rib cage. And if anyone that's ever hurt those ribs, you know that once those things start to go, it's just like somebody poking you the whole time. It's tough to maintain, and you have to know that at this point, you're 5 laps to go at Daytona, that this track's getting nasty, the heart rate's high.
Millsaps looks like he might have had a little trouble there.
Did he have a little tumble?
He was in 4th, and Way has gotten around him.
Yeah, he had a little tumble. He did look like he was coming up slow there, picking his bike up or something. He had already picked it up, but he was taking off slow.
Now Chisholm's Yamaha going after Hill.
Wow, back through the start straight. 5 laps to go here, and I'm really impressed with Nick Way here on this factory Kawasaki, the Monster Energy Kawasaki. It's interesting. I don't know the answer, but he's a fill-in rider for Chad Reed, and so if Chad Reed is possibly going to get back into the Supercross Championship in the next week or so, interesting to see what's going to happen with Nick Way if he goes back to the privateer Kawasaki that he started the season on, or if he continues on with the factory team. Yep. Teammates here of this man, number 2, who is having just a phenomenal ride. Oh, there he found the inside.
Yeah, nice line.
Ooh, he jumped from the left all the way to the right there. I thought that was a mistake, but
that was a sweet line.
Comfortable being uncomfortable. He's all over the track right now, zigzagging his way around.
This cat is riding aggressive, dude. Yeah, I'm liking it.
He hasn't backed off a bit, nor has Dungey, who's right behind him.
He's
3.8 seconds back.
That man in second's running out of time, man. I don't know if he better twist the throttle. I don't think he's going to get him.
Hey, but he's 3.8 seconds with little less than 5 laps to go. We've seen Dungey finish off the 20-lap mains really strong this season.
Oh, man, look at that.
Nice little wheel.
Run that rear wheel all the way through that whoop section.
4 laps to go, Ralph. He better get on it.
Well, lappers and everything, playing into it here. Look at Dungey, his feet coming off. Watch Villapota here. This is him going into that final turn. And watch how there's a middle line and the far inside. He takes that. Watch when he comes off right here. He doubles this thing, and then it's the next section. Look how he cut all the way over to the right to miss some of the bumps, and now he's coming into this single thing there. Yeah. He's really working the track. Okay, he's not staying in what is considered the line. He's making his own lines. Yeah. And in turn, look at this. He's dominating the field here today.
He just did it there.
Yeah, and he picked up more time, too. He went from 3.8 to 4.0 is the gap.
Yep, 4 seconds. He's been maintaining that pretty much. Well, he had 6 at one time, and he's really kept it at 4 the whole time. Look at this triple right here, what he's doing. That is so fast, man.
Triple out of that turn, yeah. That's impressive. And then see there, he was on the right, come back to the left, and now all the way back to the right again. In my experience here at Daytona, you have to free your mind. You have to be able to visualize the track and get a flow. So you start to say, okay, the other riders and this track is developing rough spots here. I'm going to go there. And you notice he's totally switched it up as this main event has gone on.
Well, credit to Mike Fisher and his crew at the Kawasaki team. They've obviously given him a bike that's working well with what he needs it to do.
Oh, 100%. His bike always looks good to me. His shock always looks good. The bike looks really good and balanced. And his team manager, Mike Fisher, used to do a lot of the production testing for Kawasaki.
Yeah.
He knows how to set up a bike. I think he's a really good asset to that team.
Well,
Waiting for Kennard too here, Jeff, just to let you know, we're watching the leaders go by. Here's Kennard.
Wow.
He's 28.7 seconds back, 25 of those to Dungey.
well, I mean, that's what happens here. Kennard's putting on a fantastic rate, but the leaders are even better. You know, they just are dominating here as Kennard just slices his way through the lappers.
Kennard does know how to win here at Daytona. Remember, we showed you Wyndham winning at the Tsunami Cross. Well, in the lights race that night, it was number 48 of Trey Kennard who sloshed his way to the top step of the podium.
Did you see his smile?
Watch
I think
this,
it
he
was
goes
10 miles
down
wide.
at one point. He's smiling while he's racing, and this is the point when he was the happiest here.
Look at that. I mean, just sunk the bike, takes the win at Daytona, and went on to take the championship in the Lights East that year.
Well, this ride is going to be just as impressive if he gets on the podium here. His you know, first trip on a big bike here to Daytona. Getting past Michael Byrne here.
Berner is shown in 12th. Ivan Tedesco is out of it, by the way. He's had an incident and is visiting the Asterisk medical crew.
Yeah, he cut his finger pretty bad from what I'm hearing. Nothing broken or anything. He has to get some stitches. They're going to stitch him up, and he'll be just fine. Hey, we'll be back for next week.
Toronto, the next stop, as we're on the last lap here. Down this long section. Boy, they'll be talking about this part of the racetrack for a while.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
It's
Man,
Wyndham. Well, it looked like Wyndham got by.
what was that again? What'd you call that again, Ralph?
Boulevard of broken dreams and busted bikes, and it was that for sure here tonight. Wyndham can miss a trip to the podium by one spot, it looks like.
Yeah.
Running in 4th.
But working his way forward. Another strong ride for the veteran. No doubt about it.
Villapoto celebrating. He's not going to put a huge dent points-wise into the title chase, but he's going to make a mark mentally.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he looked so explosive tonight everywhere.
Well, and he's just looked so confident and dominant here today, and he was fired up.
So many historic names have won here, and now so has Ryan Villapoto. He adds his name to the list of winners here at the Daytona International Speedway by winning the Daytona Supercross by Honda.
What a ride for Villapoto.
Without a doubt, the biggest victory of his career. Ryan Villapoto's a winner at Daytona. Well, from Roger DeCoster to Bob Hanna, Marty Tripes, David Bailey, Ricky Johnson, Jeff Stanton, Mike Kudrowski, McGrath, Carmichael, Emig, Reed, Stewart, and Wyndham. Now Villapoto. All winners here at the biggest Supercross on the tour. Dungey gets second. Points lead still is his, but he sees that gap close up a little bit. Trey Kennard, how does he get out of the Honda hauler without a contract tonight? I don't know.
No doubt.
Wyndham and Millsaps all right there. So Honda really had a good night here.
Yeah.
They had 3 guys in the top 5.
Yeah, they did. They had a great night, without a doubt.
And Aaron, I'm sure you got a happy winner with you.
Oh, most definitely. He's not even smiling as big as what you would expect, but celebrating his 4th victory of the season. And Ryan, what a dominating performance that one was. It's as though you're riding out there tonight like you had nothing to lose.
Yeah, for sure. I'm 23 points down, 20 now, but you know, I just gotta make it happen, really. And with a great start like that, it's you know, pretty easy to do that. And you know, I'm pumped. I just can't thank the Monster Energy, Kawasaki, Dunlop, Renthal, One Industries, Maxima, Oakley, Volcom, Thor, everybody, my girlfriend, everybody, Jam and RC Cars, and everybody. Thank you.
After a tough crash last weekend, you said you took a little bit of time off. You got back on the bike. What was it like coming back to what is known as the toughest track in all of Supercross?
Yeah, you know, I've never won this race, and it's awesome to finally win the Daytona Supercross. And after last weekend, you know, with the crash and a little bit of problem with the bike, with the dirt and the silencer, it's, you know, like I said, it's all or nothing, and I just need to make something happen. And just like tonight, you know, with a great start and 20 solid laps, you know, it's can't ask for more.
Terrific job from start to finish.
Let's take a look at those points now.